Hello everyone and welcome back to Marvelous Origins. So, we're going to be picking straight up from where we left last time, but a little bit of a recap for those that might have just jumped into this episode. Last time, our Marvelous heroes went to school and were encountered with a familiar face of Killmonger, or Eric Killmonger Jr., who showed up with a limp and a pretty nasty black eye.
Broken jaw.
Not quite.
Dislocated.
Not quite there yet. He had some words to say to them, but he is leaving the school here soon. They make it to school and learn that they have exams coming up, of which they're not fully prepared for. Killmonger says some words to John, which sparks a fight, ending with Killmonger on the floor and John ending in suspension and community service. Trying to relieve some steam and time for exams coming up, Andreas decides to go on patrol for a little bit, having a timeline of having to be back in time to meet with his dad and the Wakefields in an hour, determined to fly around, help some people, and be back in time. Mark
No problem.
decides to go work out for a little bit, gets questioned about his blindness by some other gym bro, and gets called quickly by Arcane to help with a bomb situation at the Financial District Bank. He quickly hustles that way, met there by Super, and leaving in his wake a trail of heartbreak as a younger girl tries to give him some kind of letter, but Mark is too fast for her.
Coming up also.
Yeah, the school dance is quickly approaching, and it's anyone's ballpark here. And so we pick up with Arcane flying in the air with the bomb strapped to his chest, praying and hoping that his spell is strong enough to contain the blast.
Yeah, so I fly at just before the bomb, with the bomb's about to go off, I fly up as high as I can, 10 seconds before they go off. I'm going to wrap myself around them as tightly as I possibly can, trying to make it so my body is completely surrounding all of it, and then I'm going to cast the Shield of the Seraphim.
Alright, you fly up, and you cast this shield on you and around the bombs to contain the blast, and you just hear ding! As that vibration goes off, and I need you to roll me a, I believe, resilience check, please.
Okay, so I do want to bring up one thing. So the Shield of the Seraphim, what it officially says is that a single hit, if it is less than 20 damage, does nothing. If it is more than 20 damage, it destroys the shield, but I still don't take damage. However, I'm holding 4 bombs.
You are indeed.
So
That's why I need you to make a resilience check here.
I actually have something else that I'm going to do also.
Okay.
There is the last spell that I have not cast in my book, the Winds of Watum. In response to a spell to damage overcoming my Shield of the Seraphim, I may cast this spell, making it so the Shield of the Seraphim survives. As a cost, whatever extra damage would go, that whatever damage already reduced by 20 that would deal damage to my health will instead drain my focus.
Funny enough, that was already what happened. The bomb goes off, and you pour a lot of your strength and focus into containing the blast, and the blast is contained, but it drains you of your magic focus.
How much damage am I taking? That is what I need to know now.
You don't take any damage.
Yeah,
your
how
focus
much
is just drained.
100%.
All of it?
All of it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, is that your focus is gone. You don't take damage, but now you're just... Roll me a resilience check.
Resilience check being rolled!
Oh no. That
That was not good. 12?
You're unconscious falling.
May I spend a karma point to regain some focus, please?
In this situation, you may.
Alright. I roll a single dice and regain focus based off of that, right? How does that work again?
We'll say for this situation, it's just 10 times whatever you roll.
Alright.
Mark, you feel the explosion. Six. Rocket, and just... You feel it, and you're like, crap! It was a big explosion. You can see it after walking outside, and you feel it. Like, it's all done here.
Well, was it a really big explosion? Because, like, I absorbed almost all the force in my body.
Like, you feel the force, and it's a lot. You can still feel that vibration. The light is what catches your attention. As it's bright, just flashing light that goes off. You got 60 points back. So you're falling for a brief moment before you regain consciousness there as you're falling from your height.
All right. I'm going to look down myself and I'm like, I'm alive! I'm alive! Just like very happy for a moment. And I'm going to look at my watch. And running late! And I'm going to just fly as fast as I possibly can back home because I cannot be late to meeting the Wakefields. My dad told me to be on time and I'm going to be on time, gosh darn it.
Alright, you fly off in the other direction. You feel him flying away from where you are.
Brings us down there.
He's like, I can't be late.
You've never seen an arcane fly faster in your life.
As you survive this deadly encounter there.
Holy cow, I am so glad I have this spell.
After set encounter, you're able to...
I should never get.
What do you say after walking out now? The explosion.
I see the big explosion in the distance and say, seems Arcane has done a good job today, boys. Well, a good day's work, and I just kind of wink at somebody and just wink at someone else, and then just kind of walk away with a smile and then start jogging off.
Alright, you jog off.
I'm out the back and I'm swing lining away. I'm like, I'm not going to have any part of this.
Alright. Fisk guards, as you're leaving, Fisk guards come walking with the assailants, the criminals, tied together, not bandaged, but bonded, just tied up, bringing them out. Hostages are flooding out of the bank. Officer David's like, thank you. What do I call you again?
My name's Super.
Thank you, Super, and your other friends. You guys were very helpful here.
Oh. That's what I
Can't say you'll be working again. I already have my hands full with a few spider-themed heroes.
Oh, we'll definitely cross paths. Till next time, officer. Stay safe.
I love this thing.
As you run off.
That cop.
Just running away. He's like, all the other heroes can fly and stuff. This guy's just got legs.
We don't talk about it.
You are able to leave the situation.
That is fueled by going like this.
After the explosion, you were in such a hurry that you didn't notice this, but from where you left, there's residue magic left in the air, and it kind of begins to shimmer and shake, and just a small crack appears in the air.
Did I break reality again, guys?
As things begin to be sucked in and pulled out
for 15 years?
into this rift. It's a very small crack, but not noticeable at the moment. As you're flying back home, you see Damon just kind of walking down, just... Okay? Where's he? He's just... Arcane! Arcane, where you going? Arcane!
I ain't answering. I got it. Words take time. I don't got that.
He's like trying to chase after you. He's looking around to try to see like the street. Like, how many people are here? He's like trying
Too many.
He's trying to like boost his speed with his blink to just blink a few steps ahead towards like not noticeable, but enough to like get him a distance. Just it's working for right now. But
sir, I will fly 3 times faster than the superhero can run.
He's trying to keep up.
He is attempting.
He's trying to. Just I'll text you. I mean, if I had your number. Just begins walking the other direction. Just what's going on? What's going on there? You fly. How do you get to your situation at the house?
I'm gonna fly, eventually land on top of a building with a fire escape.
Oh, your house has that situation. It's New York City.
I know. Well, yes, but I don't actually want to land on my house because that is pointing to where I live.
Aww.
So I'm going to land on a nearby building with a fire escape. change into civilian clothes, climb down the fire escape, go over, and then walk into my building at the front door.
Alright, you walk down, you get back into the house, and as you approach, you also see the Wakefields walking up the street. It's like, oh, you must be Andreas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so nice to... This is the right house then, correct?
Yep. I was just out for a walk. Come on up. I can show you where we are.
Alright, beautiful. As they walk in the house with you.
Silence business.
You're going down, boy.
I will. I don't have very much focus left. I'd appreciate to not have to cast any more Shield of Seraphims today. That's an expensive spell.
They come inside the house and just... So we wanted to have this little meeting with you guys. We brought over the suit for you, Andreas. It's a very class. It's like less of a suit, more of a tuxedo. Very flashy. Not your style at all. Pulls a lot of attention to you. Despite it being like a classic black and white tuxedo, it has like a flamboyancy to it.
Don't worry, I will find a way to make it so no one notices me. I have a gift for that.
They give you like, oh, here's this. And, Mrs. Wakefield, like, oh, go try it on. I'll make sure it fits for you.
I'll just go try it on.
There you go. You try it on. It's a little big on you.
That's fine.
It's just, oh, we can get it altered. We can get Jimmy to alter it, right? Can we? Can we, Gerald?
Oh,
we can
totally
get Jimmy to fix it.
It's great already. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're gonna look amazing in this. Delilah always spoke so much about you guys, and just how smart you were. You always helped her with her homework, which we were so grateful for. You see Mrs. Wakefield she was having a hard time in class. And just tearing up a little bit there, thinking about her daughter once again.
I'm just gonna be there and just gently try to engage them in conversation about their daughter. Just try to help them feel better.
Yeah, well, we're glad that we've had a good number of people reaching out. We've even had some interesting fundings from a what do you call them business? They're like sponsors, not sponsors, but like
investor.
No, the word when they're opposite companies.
Competitor?
Yes, we've had some competitors reach out in wanting to help us. Biggest competitor, Fisk, of all wanting to support and sponsor as well.
That's very nice of them. What is the business that you're in that's in competition with them?
Well, we do a lot of overseas trading. We do a lot of textiles and clothing. And Fisk has a line of clothing that happens to run competition with us. I don't know why he has to dip his toes into it. He normally deals with just stocks and lifting. It's like you can hear in Mr. Wakefield's just lifting, and he's trying to gain a monopoly over everything. It goes into this long spiel of the Fisk versus Wakefield.
I have no problem agreeing with him on everything he says about how much Fisk sucks.
Just trying to take over, and now with this new security force, it's just too much going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems with that. While I was on my walk, I actually saw them dealing with some stuff downtown.
They're just so reckless sometimes, but I will give him this. The anti-hero initiative that they are doing, support it 100%.
This one I have more trouble agreeing with him on that one, and I'm going to so I'm just Andres is gonna get a little uncomfortable. He's going well, I hope that it's very nice of him to reach out to help with your daughter's funeral.
It's very sweet. Maybe we can broker out an agreement. Maybe he'll back down. Doubt it, but maybe he will. Well, it's been very nice to meet you, Andreas. We're going to just talk with your father about the logistics of his new job here. I'm sure your dad told you about the job.
Oh yeah, he mentioned that. What kind of a job did you guys help him with?
Well, we were just looking around at all of Dala's friends and their situations, and we wanted to help out as much as we can to support their friends and families, knowing that they were affected by this situation. And so right now, it's a sort of technician job at where we're working. We've recently had some people quit, and so we're looking to hire some more. And your dad has the requirements for technician.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
So hopefully he might not be home around as much. So we also wanted to hire maybe a nanny to stay here and watch you.
I'm already 16 and I take care of myself most of the time, even at home anyway. My mom used to work also, so it was I would mostly just hang around the school with her for most of the time, and I still kind of do that. I mostly actually go over to one of Delilah's other friend, Damon. I went and visited her, go and visit his family a lot of the time. So I really appreciate the offer, but I prefer to stay with I'd rather, like, a nanny is a very kind offer, but you know how it is. You prefer to be with your family than some hired help, and they've become my family after the incident.
Yes, we understand that family is very important. So, we'll call with Jessica, and we'll leave you to your own devices here. That Damon boy, he's a little bit of trouble.
He's a hot-headed one, but
he's a
very
huge enthusiast. Well. We were just stopped by his family's place. Huge enthusiast of heroes. Well, had a heated discussion with him. I had to take Jared out of here.
Well, hot feelings never bring out the words that anyone actually wants to say. No matter how passionate anyone feels about any issue, when arguing, we say things that we regret.
A very wise boy you have here. He's just, I'm very proud of my son and the things he's accomplished. He takes a lot after his own mother. As we're gonna kind of do a little bit of a time skip here as we go to time skipping.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to talk with them about the topic of heroes because, like I said, powerful emotions, like, you say things you don't want to say, and I don't want to do that.
You know, Captain Stacy and Peter Parker talking about Spider-Man just gets dicey. You don't want those conversations?
I'm going to avoid them if I can manage it, and Andres is pretty good at avoiding conversations.
So we now go to the day of the funeral for Francesca. Are you
Francesca?
Are you laughing?
Sort of.
Why?
Francesca?
Not Francesca.
Delilah.
Well, because
It was Francesca. That's why I said Francesca.
Okay, I was wondering about.
There we go. I was like, I forgot her name, and I
need to retcon that.
Oops.
Name is Francesca.
Everyone forget everything we just said today.
Now that's 2 idiot moments right there.
Yeah,
I told you.
There's 2 dingnut moments already. Let's go.
Low intelligence.
We have a high entertainment value, which is a good thing.
We're just really stupid.
I believe that is what we call high charisma, dump intelligence.
So we are now at the funeral for Francesca, and you guys are on the stand, the podium of the funeral, as being her closest friends. And so you're all able to give a few minutes to talk about her at this time. This is a large venue. This is like, they, being large company owners, poured a lot of money and time into this. And so you can see a lot of your classmates here. You also see a lot of like grown adults, mainly like investors and board members and people sitting there. You also see Fisk in the crowd as well.
That's fine, I'll just avoid him at all costs.
Fisk is there, Peter Parker is there. And so it's like a large gathering of people that are all there for this funeral. And so it goes off fairly well. People are saying hello, giving condolences. As you're here on the podium, the father speaking, and now we'll give the time over to Francesca's friends from her school at Visions Academy to allow them to say a few words about our daughter.
I am also wearing dark glasses. Like I'm wearing blind people glasses.
You're now wearing your glasses.
Because to be respectful, I don't wear them at school, but
You're wearing them here.
Yeah.
All right.
Caught the fly.
Yeah.
So you are not on the stand.
Yeah.
You did not get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not there. Damon goes up first.
Well, I went to it, anyways, just for the extra credit.
That's why I put the extra credit there, because I need a character to jump for it.
I do not need the
There's
extra credit. But
There's some bad guy showing up at a funeral party, brother. I already know it.
A funeral party?
It's like, I'm just here for the extra credit, bro.
I'm just in the back. I'm just...
You're kind of like zoned out.
Taking tiny shots.
So Damon goes up and just
underage.
begins to speak dialogue. Francesca was a dear friend of mine and helped me throughout school more than I could have imagined. I probably would be failing if it wasn't for her and Andreas' help here.
I'm just...
You
see me in the back.
Drop out. As he continues to kind of go on and talking about sweet moments of study dates and just hanging out and just those moments they've had, he also begins to, he's a very tender kid, begins to tear up about this and goes down and sits and just, Andreas, you're up.
Andres is just going like, looking like he's made out of like he's being moved like a puppet, just like gonna get up, like walk over there. Francesca was one of the kindest people I ever knew. She helped lift everyone that was around her, inspire them to be greater than they were. I'm very grateful that I was able to know her. I'm not very good with words, but I'm very glad to have the memories that I do, to be able to remember her. Thank you all for coming to support her. And I'm just going to sit down with those very, very short but heartfelt words.
Very nice. Mark.
Mark is gonna kind of just like get up. And his normal, like, normally he's very proud, very bold, but he's kind of like slunched over, like, not standing as tall or as big as he normally does. And he gets to the podium and he's just like, you know, this was a day that I never really wanted to see. There were lots of special people at that school, and lots of people lost a lot of things on that day, but the world really lost something with Francesca. She was a very special person. Not just in school, but just in life. She always wanted to help and was always the best friend that you could ask for. You know, you never really know what to say with these kinds of things. You can't really sum up as good of a person as Francesca was in just a few sentences or a few words. Her actions spoke louder than anything and really rang true to who she was, to her very core. She was a very special person. And, you know, I don't think anyone will ever be able to do what she did or take the place that she held in everyone's hearts. And just with that, he's just going to sit down.
All right, a few more classmates go up and share a few words about her. Some of her close girlfriends go up and just say how sweet, how much fun they've had growing up, childhood, all the things they used to do. And it's a very sweet moment of all the classmates kind of going up and speaking about her. After that, they bring the casket down and properly bury it finally. Almost more of a showmanship than anything else. And then everyone, once again, has their moments. At this time, Mr. Wakefield also kind of stands up after everyone's gotten time to to go up to the casket, kind of say their words, have a moment of peace. Moves over to a different side, Utah Potato side. And he's, despite the current situations of which we're in, he kind of hits his little champagne glass, calls for everyone's attention, and thanks to the courtesy of everyone here, and thanks to the courtesy of one of our competitors, I'd like to announce that we'll be raising a new fund combined with Fisk Industries of the Francesca Awareness Funds to help avoid any situations of these kinds, whether it be heroes or villains. And we have decided to support his anti-hero campaign and security guards as they kind of, once again, this is for the better safety of the future, so there's no more risks and casualties like Francesca. He goes and takes a drink, and you may enjoy the rest of the afternoon, and walks away. You're all left to your devices. What do you wish to do at this time?
I take a selfie so I have proof I showed up.
So when you say Fisk walks away, like he leaves, or he just walks to somewhere else?
I just mingles and walks and like talking with other people. He's more business here today. Just from like if you're nearby or like passing, you can hear it's mainly talking stocks and business and like making trades.
So there's one thing that I do want to do, and this is one thing I do want to do. I would like to like in some out of the way corner, like where if anyone sees me, it's just like out of the corner of their eye, cast the images of a con.
Okay.
To make myself, but just like a couple, like 2 inches taller. Not enough that like anyone that knows me will like really be noticing, but enough that like if someone is trying to find someone that looks and sound like that has the mannerisms of Arcane, they'll notice the height difference and think that that's a little bit off.
Okay. Clark Kent, Superman thing.
Fisk is here. I really, really do not need him figuring anything out.
All right.
Currently, as far as I know, and as far as David knows as well, no one knows Arcane's identity, and I want to keep it that way.
Yep. As far as you both are aware.
I know.
You started picking it up. I don't think you've completely figured it out, did you?
No, someone said your name.
Yeah, Damon slipped up.
Freaking Damon.
I told you guys have slipped up a few times.
So
You
I
don't
know.
alternate names.
So you know, but no one else knows.
I know.
Hey, you're not talking to anyone, and you act completely different in one form to the other, so I don't feel like people are going to pick you up
Mark?
so easily.
Did you have something?
I know, but
I was actually gonna go talk to
I
Fisk.
know.
Okay. You approach him. You can. He's a large man, in stature and in like height and everything, and he's talking with another businessman who's much shorter than him. And so they're just talking like, you know.
I just kind of want to listen into their conversation, and if there's like a lapse in the conversation, I'm just going to talk to him about like maybe the lifting finances and business and things like that.
Okay.
Just that kind of thing.
Yeah, he's talking and just. So with Fisk security, the city will be much safer than leaving it up to Avengers, to Spider-Man, or any of these other heroes here. It's a community-based security system where locals are able to sign up. They go through the Fisk training system to be eligible, and they help patrol and protect their own city. We really want to make sure that New York stays a New Yorker's place. So, your shares, your interests can really help boost the Fisk security program here. And the person talking just, I don't know, Fisk. A few years ago, something like this happened before, and it didn't go too well. What makes you think this is going to go any better? Well, they didn't have the Fisk security like we do here. I can promise you that with my guards in check, nothing will go wrong. Crime will surely go down enough to where we won't need these superheroes. They can hang up their capes and masks and we won't have to worry about it anymore. We can leave it up to the boys in blue. There is where you find your empty spot.
I'm just gonna kind of. If I remember right, you were a big weightlifter back in the day, a big bodybuilder and power lifter.
Kind of looks and just. Someone recognizes me from my lifting days, I see.
Yes.
Who might you be?
Oh, I'm Mark. I was one of Francesca's close friends.
You gave a beautiful speech about her up there.
Oh well, thank you. She was a very special person, a very kind girl. Just your lifting days, what were your routines? What were your your dieting and things like that to get to obviously the stature that you're at and the strength that you're at?
Oh, well, it was a very intense workout, you could say. Mm-hmm. One I wouldn't suggest for many, especially not someone as young as you. But what has you interested in this workout? And when you're talking to him, did you change your voice at all?
A little bit. I raised it just a little bit.
Just a little bit?
I kind of made it a little higher than instead of the
avoiding Fisk.
instead of the lower Mark voice, it's more of nasally,
Nasally? Okay, I see. Just, he's gonna... I'm not supposed to tell anyone here soon, but in a few months, we're going to be releasing a new line, the Fisk workout regimen. And it's going to go online in a little bit, and it'll help people gain a physique, build more of what they want. They'll be on the lookout for that.
Oh, I'll definitely keep an eye out for it. Definitely.
Alright then, you gotta turn around and go back to his conversations. As I was saying, the city's gonna be safer without any of these heroes around.
I'm just gonna
They're gonna be having to call a rain check these days.
Did you just hear that? Yeah. He just... we won't have to rely on any more heroes these days. We'll have to take a rain check.
Uh-oh.
This is why you avoid the bad guys that you've interacted with. He hasn't even spoken.
We also got up and spoke in front of everybody.
Yeah, Fisk has actually never heard Arcane speak, but...
Oh yeah, he has heard Mark speak though.
Sure.
Mark spoke
I didn't
directly
say a
with
single
him.
word when he was around. So unless he's been listening at a time when he should not have been able to hear it, he hasn't heard my voice. And also that's why, just in case, because I'm paranoid, I'm making myself not look the same.
I will say, you have been having a little spy watching you.
Yeah, I know.
So there is that. He might recognize your voices here and there.
And I don't know if he's working with Killmonger, but if he is, then
We don't have to worry about him anymore.
I love it. So you have these little conversation. You walk away, and you feel vibrations. There's a lot of people moving around, but you feel someone beelining to you, almost trying to sneak up on you. It's a very more slender build. As they come up and just try to, do you let them approach, or you just kind of turn around? Because you do have the senses to notice when people are around you.
I'll let them approach. I don't want people catching on to my. I can sense people.
All right. So she sneaks up behind you and just. Hey, Mark.
Oh, hi. Do I know this woman?
No, you do not know her. She. There's no point. What did you roll?
I am blind.
What did
It doesn't
you roll?
matter.
Doesn't matter.
Because I will tell you, they're in the 90s.
Whew!
You can't see.
Sheesh.
You can't see.
I know I can.
He can feel the vibrations.
I think that I have to give you guys here. As from what you can tell from your senses, she has a very strong, almost like a lavender scent on her.
Wow. Sorry.
A very strong lavender scent. You can tell she was coming for you, to you, but has a light approach in her, and she's just. I loved what you said about Francesca. She also was a very dear friend of mine. We grew up together, and I just, I enjoyed the words that you said. I also wanted to know If you by chance are going to the sweetheart dance at all, Mark.
No, Oh, I'd kind of forgotten that was going on. I mean, no one's asked me yet, I don't think.
I was just curious. There's a friend of mine that's really interested, and she was too nervous to ask you, so I was just making sure.
I didn't notice that the girl was asking me, but did I notice that she was there?
With your senses, yes, you would have noticed there was like a body there, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're blind.
So he's Daredevil.
Yeah, I'm better though. I don't.
I'm better than blind. Wow.
I'm not totally blind, actually.
What you notice with her voice, though, it has a familiar ring, but you don't know where to place it.
Okay. I would go if someone asked me, so it's not like I'm not gonna go.
Alright.
But I wasn't gonna go if no one asked. That would be a little weird.
Oh. I mean,
You could ask someone else.
it's
Andres
an
is
either or.
definitely not doing that. Like,
It's an either or.
Well, the thing is,
Is Andres talking to him right now?
no. Sorry, I'm
I just wouldn't have gone.
he wants to
David
make
has trouble keeping in impulses. Andres doesn't, but David definitely does.
he wants to make time to either work out or go on patrol. So like, if no one asks him, that's what he's gonna do.
Fair enough.
Sad 4 hours at the gym.
Just found together, bro.
Well, these are
Go ship, go ship, go ship. Wait, go ship.
She's like, well, if things go right, maybe you'll be part of our group then for the dance.
I mean, I would love to.
Just keep your eyes open for the little chicks.
Okay, sounds good.
She's just gonna walk away.
Chicks?
Sorry.
I don't think that was the girl that asked you.
No, it definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't.
Come on.
And she just
I think
walks
she's your
away.
friend.
Mark. At this time, you're stuffing your face full of food.
John.
Not John. Sorry, I was talking to Mark. John. At this time, you're stuffing your face full of food. It also is.
Jeez, ouch. Probably would.
He's got a bulk, man. Come on.
But yeah,
use this
there's
high
tons of
protein.
really fancy-looking food here.
Probably.
Does it even taste good?
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't know.
It's okay.
It's okay. Probably the best food here is the food that maybe your parents brought. Like all of you guys' families. Like the school students, their families probably would have
I
brought
wouldn't
nice
touch
food.
what my dad brought.
That's true. He's not that good. He's not that good cook. Did he
I
say
will definitely touch
Yeah,
him.
one morning he burnt eggs, and I've officially decided that he was attempting to make caldo, which is a traditional thing that a lot of Latin American countries make. It's literally throw everything in a pot with a lot of water and boil it for a long time, and he managed to burn it.
So yeah,
water,
the dish that your father has brought has been avoided. Like there's a few, like you can tell people took some, like, oh, this looks interesting. Folded paper plate in the trash.
Ah, yes.
It just looks so pretty that no one wants to touch it. That's what I'm telling my dad.
While you are stuffing your face full of food,
Okay.
you hear, "Hi, are you John?"
I look over my shoulder.
That could have been a more perfect face of what you were doing.
Yes, I am. Who might you be?
Oh, no one. Just. Why are you here?
I put another snack in my mouth. Extra credit.
You just like.
Sorry.
I didn't even ask who that person was.
What's your melee defense?
15.
All right, she goes to slap you, but like it hits, but it doesn't really hurt you at all. Just extra credit. She looks around. People are kind of like after the smack and everything. Just
Just put everything.
she was a dear friend of the school To everyone, and you're just here for extra credit?
So, who are you?
Doesn't matter anymore. And she just storms away.
You didn't roll stats.
I didn't have stats for that one. I have specific ones.
Oh, really?
Oh, freak.
No, don't worry, I got you.
No, I got it. What did you get? Oh, that's not too far off mine.
Oh boy.
By about 4. Mine's
She
under yours.
walks away after a little heartbroken about the reason why you're here. We have someone just... Hey, Andreas.
Andres is currently reading in a corner.
Andreas! Psst.
Who is it?
Damon. You have your books with you? Wait,
Which ones?
which one are you studying?
I'm gonna hold it. Has the test happened yet?
Not yet.
I'm gonna hold up the political science one. I have to still get one question wrong on the test I make for myself. I must get 100%.
He's like, wait. Can I? Because I also tell him political. He like wants to look at it. Just can I? What questions are you on?
I'm gonna hold it up to him as like the book is 100% written in Spanish. Like,
Oh, he's surprisingly really good at political science.
I translated it because I was having trouble understanding the English version.
He's like, oh, well, you highlighted the wrong thing. You're supposed to highlight the... And snatches the book. We are at a funeral for Francesca.
And so you want me to go and do human interaction? That's not how I remember people.
Well, if I remember politics, you have to interact with people, don't you?
Don't let him steal your textbook, bro. Don't let him steal it.
I'm going to reach
We're
in my
gonna
bag and pull out my English textbook, which I read also.
Those are my notes. Don't let him have them.
He's gonna...
Take it from him.
He's like, talk to someone, please.
I'm talking to you.
Besides me and besides Mark.
Don't
Talk to someone new.
Don't come to me, bro.
If I go over to I'm just gonna like look over there. I'm just like gonna like look and I was gonna like. I really don't want to accidentally bump into someone that I recognize who I know. Like the guy who wants us dead.
Oh.
Is Mark nearby?
No.
No.
But if you were, I'm not saying it loud enough for you to hear.
Yeah, it's like a big party, so it's pretty hard to interact.
I'll drink to that.
It's just looks over. You talking about Fisk?
I don't want to do anything out of character that might draw attention, and so I'm going to act exactly like I do normally, which is hiding in a corner and reading the books, which makes me happy. If you keep taking them, I have more.
Why did you bring him to the... I don't understand you,
I
Andres.
bring them everywhere. The only time I don't have all of the books is when I only need the one.
You need to socialize.
Socializing is hard.
Only because you make it hard.
Socializing is hard because people are hard.
Okay, but then you socialize and then they become not hard.
I have never seen that happen.
Well, you haven't tried it, have you?
I've tried it with you.
And look how good of friends we are now.
Yeah, it's still tiring.
Well, but because you love me.
Everyone is tiring.
Is that a shot at me?
That's a shot at everybody. You're very good. I'm going to say, no, it's not a shot at you. I'm going to pat David on the shoulder and just like, people are exhausting because they're weird.
And he's like, and we're not weird?
Oh, I'm very weird. I'm just completely weird, different kind of weird than everyone else, apparently.
Just see me at
Yeah, you are. And
And
the
I'm
rest
okay
of the
with that.
Avengers.
And why on earth would you compare me to the Avengers? We have nothing to do with them. I'm gonna like glare at him there.
Well, yes, you do, because of... because you're cool, like Captain America.
Keep your voice down if you're going to make stupid decisions. But
You know I can't control my voice with stupid.
Okay, that's true. But here, how about this? I'll make you a deal. I will go talk to one person. You give me my book back, and then after that, I'm coming here, and you're not gonna bother me while I read books.
Fine. He like puts his arm around you. Her.
No, I choose the person.
Nope.
I choose the person. I choose the person.
That one.
I choose the person, or I'll knock you out tonight, and you won't wake up until you're
got
wait
you,
till
Eli,
it's
got
super
you, Eli.
late.
Never mind.
He's like, her. And we're gonna do an ego test.
Oh.
It's an ego contest.
I have trouble with this though, which is really unfortunate because our 6 just turned into a 1.
Is that a good one or?
No, it's not the Fantastic Dice. Unfortunately, the Fantastic Dice was a 5, and therefore had to be the 6 that got re-rolled. 15.
Ooh, you beat him.
My ego check is my ego is very high. That's why I have to have trouble on everything to make
just-
him in there.
That one.
If you don't want to, so fun fact, I only need that particular one that puts you to sleep. I can concentrate on that infinite time. I will put you
about being put to sleep.
You won't come to class at all on test day.
Do I care? Oh, I need that for attracting. Oh. I'm just saying, I have a gut feeling, but if you don't believe me, fine. And he just like storms off. Say, but you're not getting this until you talk to someone.
It's a canon event. It's a canon event, David.
Well, here's the thing though. He said I can't talk to him, I can't talk to Mark, and I can't talk to John. He did not mention my dad. I'm going to go talk to my dad.
He pointed. He said, "Her." You just say,
I said
"Oh,
no. I said I choose the person.
Meanwhile, at the funeral party, back at the bank, the rift begins to get slightly larger as more things begin to get pooled into it.
I
Meanwhile,
accidentally opened a rift.
you go and talk with your dad. He's like, "Hey, how do you think they like the food?"
I think that you did a little bit too good of a job. No one seems to want to bother it because it looks so pretty.
You just see me look at it, just.
John has respected it. You have any idea how little respect he has for
something up right
anything?
next to it to say.
You have any idea how little respect he has for things? The fact that he's even alone means you must have done a really good job.
He's just, okay. I mean, it's not your mom's cooking, but I tried her recipe. It was a little tough, but I mean,
Hey, this is the best. These are the absolute best enchiladas I've ever seen.
they're not supposed to be enchiladas.
I know. I mean, I'm not using it with the English meaning of it. We call it different things back in Guatemala. Remember? Yeah. I've got to go back to my corner now. I don't want to actually bump into anyone. Damon's just,
and he just,
I'm going to
points. And this girl is just like talking with like another group of girls.
I'm definitely not approaching a group of girls. Not a chance. Not a chance.
There's a protection of security around that woman.
I will cast my most obvious form of mist before I go and talk to a group
Just
of
make
girls.
yourself 6'2" and you'll be fine. They'll get out of your way. He's considering it. Don't consider that.
I'm gonna look at him, pull out my history textbook, and I'm going to like point at him, and just go like.
He's gonna look in the crowd like,
Oh no! He's using his powers. He's declared war.
he just blinks out of there, and the people around him just like, huh, what? Huh?
I'm just gonna like, oh my gosh, Icarus. Like internal thoughts.
He's just gone from sight there, and you don't know where he is currently.
I am going to cast Detect Supernatural because I mark all of my books so I can find them when I lose them.
Alright, you go and you sense Supernatural, and you didn't notice it before, but you now notice it, that the funeral does have Fisk guards kind of keeping watch, and their suits are radiating Supernatural in bits and pieces.
Due to the fact that they could see through magic, they probably had something to help with that.
Additionally, you do notice it also radiates off of Fisk's cane, mainly the diamond on it.
Noted. That would be worth stealing / breaking. I'm very glad that he stole my book right now. This is giving some very good information.
I'm gonna bump into someone and talk to them. I'm gonna roll this and you're gonna tell me who I bumped into. This is a D10.
Okay, you're just walking around and bumping into someone?
Got a 5.
5.
Since we're about to think of giving the book to someone else that I have to talk to and get it back from.
As you walk around, you bump into someone. You're lucky. You bump and you see
Oh, okay.
you see a tall woman in very high heels, in like a very tight pencil dress, taller than you, with her hair pulled up into like a very tight, neat bun. She's like, "Excuse you, oh, it's you, Mark or John. You notice it is your homeroom teacher."
Miss, why are you wearing that?
It is the one time I can wear a nice dress, okay? And I wanted to wear something nice, especially on the date.
Oh my.
On what? I didn't hear that.
I'm actually out.
On your sub? I have stats for her.
Well, you don't need to tell me them.
She's like, on my date, okay? So, if you will leave me alone, I'll make sure to mark your extra credit. You shut up about this.
Who the frick are you taking you on a date?
Oh my freaking gosh!
Like,
I swear this man's going to fail every class until he dies.
she's like, a very nice man that you would have met if you were at school.
I've been to school.
Not on that day. As you see around the corner, just, "Hey, Mrs. Jensen, everything okay?" You see Peter Parker coming by.
Did I not sense him?
He told
I did not sense him?
You told him he was there. He told us he was there.
But I didn't sense him.
Okay.
Spider-Man gives a supernatural aura.
Okay.
And I didn't sense a supernatural spider aura.
Okay.
Your text is still very dry from Spider-Man from a few days ago. Not even like a red.
Frick.
Just, hi, are you one of our students?
Yeah.
Cool, nice to meet you. I'm Peter.
How do you know her?
Colleagues. I sub at Visions and other schools here and there, and so I met her having to sub for her class one time.
Are you taking her on the date?
I mean, I wouldn't. Date, not a date. You didn't.
I just lean in. I just like.
She already called. She's like, yeah. You can go.
I just give him the eyebrows.
Yeah, it's a date. It's just like, well, nice to meet you, and just takes her hand and walks away from you.
I have two things I wish to do. Number one, I would like to walk up to him. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, do you have taste buds?"
Yeah.
Are they?
Do
they happen to be particularly underdeveloped?
You see someone walking up behind him, and it's a shorter girl. Just, hi.
Oh,
She's holding. It's like, some kid told me to give this to you.
I just slap him on the back.
I get knocked over.
You like get knocked over. He's like, oh, and like she kind of like tries to dodge out of the way a little bit. She's like, he said he didn't know where you went. You just you kind of left this, and so he told me to give this to you. I noticed that you were working on your political science homework, and it can be a little difficult. I can help you with it.
Do I recognize this girl?
How much do you pay attention to other people in your class?
A ton, actually, because I notice everybody because I'm... At the start of every school year, I make sure to notice everybody just in case there's someone that's trying to get at me for my magic book.
Okay, so you recognize her. She is in your math and political science class.
I'm going to think about it and just like do I think that she's good enough at her classes in order to help me? Because this is a very high standard that they must do.
I thought you were going to say something else. I was like,
What? This is Andre, sir.
I know. I was like, what?
Well, did you leave your like pre-test in the political book?
Yeah, probably.
It's like, well, I noticed that you work on the pre-test and you got this one wrong. It's actually, she like goes through and it's like, and so that's why it's actually this answer here. Also, the work through this
Andreas is sweating
really
right
wrong.
now, bro.
I mean, you got the right answer, but it could have been a lot simpler if you just read through this text and like trying to
All right,
explain it to
answer
you.
yes, she definitely could help me with this one. It's probably the only subject she could possibly help me on, but yes.
I'm just watching.
She's like, I can help you. I kind of hold like a study group after school sometimes.
All right, what time? Where and when do you usually meet for that?
School library, just a few minutes after class, like 5-10 minutes after school ends.
All right, thank you very much. What was your name?
Oh, I'm Diana.
Diana? Thank you very much, Diana. I'm going to take my book and say, I really appreciate the offer of help. I'll probably come. That was really good explaining. I don't think I've actually really understood it better than just now.
The whole time he was eating the corner.
No, I'm eating right behind him. I just like right over his
By the
shoulder,
way, speaking of noticing
listening to
people, do I notice Peter?
You do notice Peter like walking away.
Well, Diana, thank you very much, but I think I actually have to get going pretty soon. I need to go and make sure. I need to get some of my dad's food real fast and burn. You don't know that my dad made that.
It's just comedic timing of it's coming back up.
He was like,
It's like, oh well, I guess I'll see you soon then. And she just walks away. Yeah, she just walks away.
Internally, I actually quietly thank Nathan for finding probably the only person in the school that could help me with the class.
You see, just in your line of sight, you see him poof up and just, you did good.
I lean
I'm
down
gonna
and
go
I say,
like this to him.
Andreas, who is that?
No, he's not near. He's like further away in line of sight. Cause he's
I know,
like,
I was
No, he's next to me.
Andre.
I'm,
right.
I'm looking right over his shoulder.
I'm pulling,
and I just see him poof into existence. I'm like, who is that?
That I believe is one of our classmates, but I haven't. You were just barely talking to those two, right?
Yeah, you're a sub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is his name?
Yeah.
Did I say his name was Peter?
Oh, the dude? I don't know.
Okay. Could you? Do I know his identity? I don't remember if I ever figured that out.
I think you figured it out.
All right,
You kind of like, no, doesn't matter.
John. Can I ask you a favor? If you'll help me out with it, I'll help you with your art project.
Mm?
Could you go find Mark and tell him that, that Peter's here and that Peter's here and that I need to go talk with him and I think that there's something wrong with him.
Who the heck is Peter?
One of our friends. We met him a little while ago when he was subbing our class. But I got a bad feeling. If you could just tell him that, I'll help you out with the art project.
Easy enough. And I just kind of walk away.
How much food have you eaten at this party?
I don't know.
I'm going to get some of my dad's food I'm going to get some of my dad's food and I'm going to just like stop breathing through my nose and just like shovel it down so it's some proof that something has been eaten and then go and walk straight towards Peter.
Alright. You make your way to Peter and Mark. What else are you doing at this fine party? It is beginning to wrap up at this time. People are beginning to leave. It's now more businessmen and less students in the party. People are beginning to pick up their dishes, saying goodbye, all that sorts. So Mark, what are you doing? Are you still here? Are you leaving?
I feel like I would kind of wait till it gets closer to being done and kind of until it gets more empty. And I'd kind of just like kind of take one last look and then just like leave.
Alright. You take one more look. You're kind of looking around and you see, it's more clear to see your friends in the crowd. You do notice a tall, slender figure of Peter walking with your teacher.
That's why
I actually wouldn't
behind
leave
him.
yet.
I would observe.
You're like, let's give it a gun.
I would listen and I would not watch, but I would sense.
Hey, he's able to eavesdrop and pay.
Very well.
Better than anyone else.
This is where you're. I'm just. Even though you're blind, I know what you see. What I see.
You now see, with you eating and him on the other way, you can see Damon now is talking to. I don't think you noticed it, but it's the same girl that's talking to you. But they're having a more, like, in-depth conversation.
Dude's a simp.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's done for, bro.
He's Damon.
He's no.
He is hard.
I am not a simp. Not in real life.
Anyways, he is, like, he's trying to, like, act
You don't know
cool
a thing
and
about it.
lean.
Stop it. He doesn't either, so
act
don't worry.
cool and lean into it and, like, talk with her, but there's not much to lean off of. He's trying to, like, fix his hair, trying to make himself look really nice. But she's, like, already leaning in pretty hard into him in their conversation.
Oh.
And so it's like,
She was a 92.
they're going in, they're talking for quite a bit there. But you do make your way to, is it Peter or Mark?
I'm going to Peter. I sent him to Mark.
All right. You get to Peter.
Who knows when that'll actually happen, but yeah.
He cut me off.
Hi, hey, Peter. I had a quick question for you. When you were... a little bit of a private question. Would you be willing to, like, I'm really sorry to bother you right now.
Oh no, it's not a problem. Miss Jensen, I help tutor them every now and then, so it's nothing wrong. But I'll just go talk real quick. Okay. It just walks like, what's up? Did you having trouble or something?
I have a little bit of trouble. I'm wondering what happened to Peter Parker.
I'm Peter Parker.
Yeah. It looks like that. So, what happened exactly? There's a story to be told, and you're either going to tell it to me, or I'm going to know that there's a different story going on.
I'm the same Peter Parker that helped you guys with the whole like Hydra situation. I'm the same Peter that tutored. Like there's tons of
Did
Peter
one of the
Parkers.
vampires eat you?
No, they haven't. No, there's no vampires. What are you so concerned about?
Tell me what I can do.
What? What do you mean you can do? Like you gotta give me more. You can't just detail.
What am I best at?
Best at? You're a really good student. You dive hard. You like looks on. You dive very hard into your books, especially your culture there, and you tend to be in the clouds for a bit. So I don't know what you want me to say.
Okay. So where's Peter then?
I'm Peter. Peter is me. Same guy, you know.
Is he deceiving in any way?
Roll me a ego check.
Hey, Mark.
Fantastic.
There is no deception whatsoever.
Peter, has anything weird happened to you recently?
Well, are you talking Peter weird or Webhead weird?
I can't sense your powers anymore.
Oh, yeah. About that. Turns out, somehow they're on the fritz right now. So, currently...
Then why didn't you tell me that? I was very clearly knowing that something was wrong with you, and I thought you had been replaced and abducted.
Well, you could have just said that.
Well, if I said that, then the person replacing you would know that, would be able to play along better. Not that you, apparently it was not the best strategy. I thought that you'd catch on that I wanted to know what happened to you.
Well, yeah, you said what happened. I'm like, I don't know. What do you mean what happened? Like,
And you didn't think for once that maybe your powers being on the fritz might not be what I was referring to?
Well,
especially once I can sense spider people and suddenly I can't sense you?
Well, it's not a bad thing currently. I think... with you guys here around and the other Spider-Man, I think the city might not need Peter Parker Spider-Man anymore. I think it's in good hands.
And were you ever planning on responding to my text?
Oh, you texted me?
A random question that might be.
When did you text me?
A couple days ago.
You know, that's when it happened. I lost my powers, and then my phone fell, and I couldn't catch it, and so it broke, so I had to get a new phone. So that's probably why I didn't see the text.
And last question. You were fighting Goblin in my mists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did your spidey senses in any way help you see through those?
Like, a little bit, yeah. Helped quite a bit, but still hard to... Your thing was really annoying.
I think Fisk has some magical things going on right now, and I think that some of his technology can see through those, so I was wondering if it was possibly because they stole your powers.
That's a very interesting thought. Potentially taking the mist and using it into magic and tech. I have to call Strange about that one.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Detect Supernatural again. Is the aura that I'm getting off of the Fisk soldiers and Fisk himself anything like Spidey's power?
Nothing similar at all.
Nothing similar at all. Okay.
You do see again now that he's in front of you. There's almost like a small flicker of a flame of like the Spidey aura, but it's very faint and just kind of comes up and almost sparks it.
Huh. Well, we're gonna have to look into that a little bit more, but just watch out. It's going to be a little bit rough, but thank you very much. I'm sorry for being a little bit confusing at first. I just needed to make sure that you weren't an imposter.
No, it's fine. It happens all the time. Like, honestly, a few years ago, there was a clone of me. Called him, he said he's Peter Parker, but we figured the whole thing out. Doc Ock did it, but he's in another place. We call him Ben Reilly just to make things a little simpler. So it's fine. I deal with clones often, or shapeshifters. Those are also really. Anyways, just I need to go back.
Enjoy your
Mrs.
day.
Jensen
Sorry.
waiting, so I'm gonna go back.
Good luck.
I'm just gonna walk back. It's like, sorry. He was really confused about it, and just like continues going to talk with her.
Yep.
Yeah. And so now we go to the party has been wrapped up. You're able to go home, and
I have one last thing I would like to try to do before we go.
All right.
I want to get as good of a read as I possibly can on one of the Mystic Aura on one of the Fisk soldiers. I'm going to pretend that it's just some sort of random school project that I'm working on, and I just want to ask them a little bit about their training and the equipment they use to keep the peace.
Okay. Just so classified. Can't tell you much besides it's standard Fisk equipment. As much as I can tell you, if you're interested in joining, head to Fisk headquarters, the website, and then you can learn a bit more.
All right, great. That's great. And
you recognize the voice as the guard from the heist.
Okay, that's not a good person for me to talk to. So I'm gonna not a lot, and I'm going to change my bring out my Spanish accent a lot more to try to to disguise my something. That is perfecto. Thank you for sharing what you can here. I'm sorry that I couldn't bring out that. I'm grateful that you shared what you could. Thank you very much. Bye. But while I'm there interacting with him, I'm going to try to investigate the supernatural aura as much as I can.
The aura, it's giving a very basic magic sense to it. Nothing very deep, but enough to pierce most, deeper than the general magic.
Okay.
So it seems like it has been altered. Seems like someone with little experience worked on it.
A decent amount, or little beginner.
From what you can tell, they poured a small amount of magic into it.
Okay. And can I tell where it is is there a central point where it is coming from?
It just flows throughout the entire suit.
No power source in it? No magical power source?
It just equally flows.
That is unfortunate. If I could shut it down, it'd be nice. Okay, that is all.
Alright. You guys finish your funeral. And we begin back once again in your school homeroom. I would like all of you to roll me your exams. First
I'm going
one,
to help him
however,
with his art project because
you have your homeroom test. This can be whatever check you want.
Activate my attack strings.
Whatever, if it's melee, agility, resilience, whatever you want, your homeroom is maybe your easier test.
Dice, I can have it down.
46.
What did you add?
Fantastic.
You cruise through it. It's not a worry. Just
Wait, what are we adding? Sorry.
whatever check you want. Homeroom is your easy test.
Yeah, I got a 6, a 5, and a fantastic.
Sorry?
14.
Alright, we'll see your test later.
This stupid dice.
I rolled low. Double my
I can't do math. 10. Yeah, 14.
Me too, buddy.
You guys have your test, or you turn in your tests. You chose whatever your highest stat is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Takes it in.
Well, actually, no, I did not, because I don't want to do an ego check.
They take it in. She places it. All right. Today's a short day because it is exams, so enjoy the rest of your classes. I will post these tests after I have them all graded. And ding, ding. On to your next class. Or like all
I
of
really
you.
wish that fantastic had come on a different test. that one was apparently
I would
supposed to be
like
easy.
all of you to roll me another D10.
A D10. 1.
1,
6.
6,
3.
3. All right. Your second test for you is your art.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
You have to make an agility test for this.
Fetch.
Another fantastic.
Okay.
I am great at test taking. All right. $38.
All right. What did you roll for your D10? 6. Oh yeah. Okay. This is your history test. This is vigilance.
That sucks.
I've been going to Diana's study group every day to get better at the test I'm most scared for. Also.
11. All right. We'll see your test later. Guy, what did you roll again?
Uh,
For your
3.
a 3.
3.
I need you to make a logic check for me, as this is your math.
Oh gosh, I lowered my logic. Like, all the things that I could have lowered.
Wait, what else are you gonna lower?
Actually, what?
What else were you gonna lower?
I know,
You're a punchy
right?
punch guy.
Roll fantastic right now.
Oh my gosh. Alright, we'll get to your tests later. And now, for your last most important test, the ones that you were studying for.
These dice are cursed!
This one, because you have been studying the most for it, and you were aware this is your troubled one, you may get edge on it.
That cancels out. Okay.
You went to her study sessions, which means you do actually get edge.
Yes, glad because I don't want to have that 1. And it turned into a 6. This is great.
This is an agility test for you. No.
20.
Rolled the same number twice.
20?
Uh-huh.
And this is your politics test?
And I did not get a fantastic this time. It's the only test I did not get a fantastic on.
Fitting.
Yeah, I got a 20.
I got 13.
Alright.
I am looking for a different dice.
Here, all my pretty good dice.
right here.
I need the matching one.
These dice are doing very well and it matches your current dice.
Okay. 17 plus what? What do I need to add?
This is your history test? Vigilance.
Vigilance. 18!
Alright.
See, these dice are great.
Wow!
You guys have been rolling very well today.
You finish your tests, you turn them in, the bell rings. As it does, you see once again, Damon is hitting it up with the same chick. You notice this now, because she talked to you, and she's talking, or they're talking together, and they're like, before they were talking, for like, far space-wise, they're a lot closer, and he's like a lot more comfortable talking to her.
I normally don't like human interaction, but I owe Damon a little something for the party night.
Oh, here's the thing. After your test walking out, Diana comes and talks with you anyway.
Shoot, I was gonna go and mess with him.
So you go, and it's the two of you talking. It's like, I don't think that test was really hard. I think it was really simple.
Yeah, it went a lot better than I was afraid of when we started.
See, I told you it wasn't going to be that tough. It's just, you have to understand that U.S. politics is the most confusing thing ever. And once you understand that, it becomes really simple.
I don't know, Guatemalan politics are pretty dang confusing also. Do you have any idea how many political parties they have down there?
Yes, it is
ridiculous.
It is interesting. And you two are just going off about all politics party. You, my dear friend, after getting out of your art test, you see, no, not him.
Damien?
No, you do see him chatting up. Roll me a d10.
9.
You see a high 80 walking down the hall.
High 80? Okay.
No group in sight. She has been eyeing you here and there.
Okay.
Alright, do as you wish.
Is school done?
Yeah, class is over. Everyone's just kind of talking. Normally where it would be like the last period of the day, this is where the teachers are trying to get the testing out. They're putting through like the system, and they're going to post it for everyone to see.
I'm just going to start leaving.
Alright, you start.
Go patrol.
Alright, you walk out, begin to leave. You hear the ding. Just, attention Visions Academy students! Don't forget, at the end of this week, we will be having our Sweetheart Dance, so if you have not asked anyone out, now is your chance to do so! You do not want to miss it out. We will be having an amazing DJ, decorations, food, the whole shebang, and we will be giving away some prizes at this week's dance. The lucky winners can walk away with a brand new TV station. So, you do not want to miss the dance. It's going to be amazing. Everyone that's anyone's going to be there. And if you're not anyone, you should still be there. Also, test results are now out on all the hall boards. So, go check your test, see how you did.
Yeah, I'm immediately ignoring everything that was in the first part, but as soon as they mentioned the
that's
test
why they put it in the first part.
I am going immediately to check those
You know how
tests.
announcements are. They put all the things that school spirit people want to listen to first, and then the stuff that is actually important at the end.
Yeah, because I know the kids that care about that are going to pay attention the whole time, and the school spirit are going to stop paying attention.
I was
after
just
the first 10
thinking,
seconds.
man, I wish that chick from the funeral would show up, and then I was like, might as well check my test scores, and I went to go check my test scores.
Alright. So, you look at your test scores. You failed all of them. You did not pass one of the checks.
Oh well.
You look and you're just like, ugh. Do you remember what your first check was?
Could he have added my agility modifier to his art thing because I was helping him on it?
For your art, because everyone you were studying for that, that's when you got your edge. So all the
I
studying
rolled the same
stuff.
number twice, and it was both a low roll, so I couldn't do nothing about it.
That's unfortunate.
I know.
Mark, you go and you look at your test score for the last one for your history. You, my dear friend,
Failed.
did not pass it.
With an 18?
The DC was 19.
I am so scared. I got a 20 and I need a good grade.
Yeah, you barely passed the test. You right below it.
Wait, when you say passed, like...
You got a 20 for your politics test. The DC was still 19.
Okay, what was the grade, though? Because Andres cares about that.
A barely passing thing, we'll say you got a 93.
That is barely an A, he will take it!
It's like a 93, it's like, it's not 100. But it's almost there. You got like, what is Mark okay with passing?
I mean, Mark would have been like okay with anything in the 80s.
In the 80s? I'm sorry, it was not in the 80s. It's like passing. It's C's to get degrees.
Okay. Mark's kind of like, at least I passed.
I roll on my checks.
Everyone had the same checks. The first one was 15. Second was 17. Last one was 19.
I rolled.
I get. How high did I get on the 2 previous exams?
Oh, those ones you easily aced. Like, they were like, Andreas, what the heck? What are you doing? You need to go to the higher classes, but there's no higher classes here.
I am taking the higher classes.
Like,
Why do you not have harder ones?
It's like, you need something different. And so you guys had some tough time there with your exams.
Wait. I have double advantage on vigilance.
Oh?
Roll another one and see if you get slightly high. Well, you got a 6, a 5, and a 6.
Because you were doing history. Oh, yeah, that's right. It is a vigilance. So you could
So I got
try
a 6, a 5, and a 6.
You can try rolling that 5 again.
I'll try rolling that 5 again.
Because at that point, you need a 6.
Or fantastic. If you
Or
roll,
fantastic.
if you roll the 6 and hope you got the.
Do you remember which one was it? If you're fantastic.
Yeah,
guy
the
was?
fantastic was the 5. He
No,
rolled.
no,
wait,
fantastic
my
was the
special ones.
6.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic
Roll
was
the
the
5.
6, yeah.
Here, no, roll this one. This is the one that rolled you the 6. Fingers crossed.
Nope, you're meant to get a C.
What's 2 times advantage? That's like double advantage, or?
It's just you roll it twice again. Because you had edge on that one and then again. So you equaled it out. So you guys got your exams. You're feeling okay about it. Not the greatest. You, Mark, once again, hear someone walking up behind you. It's just, hello?
Oh, hello? I'm gonna like turn around towards the sound of the voice.
How
I
tall
know
you
where
get?
they are though.
6'4".
She's like 5'4".
Yeah, I'm huge. I'm literally a foot taller than her.
She's scrawny. 5'4" scrawny. Just,
Yeah, at least she broke 5. I know some girls that haven't done that.
I wanted to, you can tell she's like shaking. I wanted to ask you the other day to the dance, but you were running so fast. She's like, I have a letter for you, but she tries to like put it towards your hand.
I will reach out and grab it, and I'll say, oh well, thank you very much, and I appreciate the request, and you know I would love to go with you to the dance.
It's like, you would?
Yes, absolutely.
Andres is clearing out before this happens.
It's like, oh, thanks. Well, I have another group of girls that are all going together, and we were thinking of well, we thought of going to see a movie, but do you still like to go see movies? I mean, considering.
I like to listen to them and I like to feel them.
Okay.
I think it'll still be okay.
Okay then. That's fine. It's just gonna be at Megan's place. We're just gonna watch the movie there. Her family has a at-home theater, and so yeah. Actually, I don't have your number to text you all the details. Let me. And she's like,
I'll hand her my phone and say, oh, we'll type in your number. Give me your phone. I'll type in my number.
she goes and.
I'll type in my number and like create a contact for me.
It's like, okay. And she puts it in like, this is Katie. And sends like, I mean. Does your phone have the text to speech on it?
Yes, it would. I would have adjusted. Like I don't know Braille yet, but I would have adjusted.
All right. She's like, this is Katie. It's like, all right, cool. It's like, okay, bye. You just
See ya.
just goes, and you see that there's another group of girls just. Well, she's like, he said yes. And they're like, good job.
I can clearly hear
You
it.
can clearly hear. It's not even that far away, but it's like a small grouping of girls. You, John, you see the high 80 walking. You leave class. You look at your exams, and you see just, huh? I guess an F for the guy that did it for extra credit is fitting.
Ooh.
Who are you again?
Oh my freaking god.
Again, it's like a light slap. Just.
Oh, that's who.
What was that for?
Now, do you remember who I am? The funeral, Francesca's.
Maybe do it one more time.
Oh my.
You disgust me. Oh, that's fantastic. That one stings a little bit.
Ah, yes. Now I remember. What's your name?
My name is Megan.
Okay. How did you do on the test? And I looked to see what you got.
Hers are like B's.
Oh, I can't even look at my scores. I'm like, hey, can you read this out?
It's like,
You did do better than me. Maybe you could help me fix my grades then.
and why would I help you? You just go there for the food? You don't even care about her? You barely care about your own grades? Why should I help you?
Well, because I need it.
Tell me an ego.
I'm cool.
You may have an edge on this one.
Just want to look her in the eyes and just like, because I need it. Oh, I can remove that one. Just what I wanted. Fantastic, baby.
All right.
Plus 7.
She's like,
It's 19.
I can't help you out this weekend. But maybe. Come to my place this weekend. She kind of like pulls out of her pocket like a little slip of a paper and it has like an address written on it.
I just kind of... I just put it in my pocket.
Also, can I get stats with people that ask me out?
I got you down. Wait a second, I got you.
She's
I got you down.
like a...
Oh yeah! Max damage, baby! Max 99!
It's not.
Dang it! It's fine.
I can't.
No!
I am blind.
It's max damage!
I had it for her. She
Max is 10.
is like
0.
a 58.
Oh, then it wasn't. It was one below that.
She's very sweet,
99.
very nice. It's the pre-Disney glasses, messy hair, pajama pants look.
Oh.
Okay.
And then you just got to do
You're
the
gonna be
Disney
just fine, buddy.
transformation.
Don't worry about
Take
it.
off the
It's Disney.
glasses, and then
It's Disney, don't worry about it.
which works every time for some reason. And then they can just
Take off the stuff. Take off the glasses.
Well,
Apparently that's what it is.
it don't really matter to me. I'm blind.
You're blind.
I was just. Gavin was just curious.
from the paper that it is in Braille.
Wait.
Wow.
Oh, really? Wow. I mean, I sort of know how to read Braille. I've been practicing, so like I can read it.
It's a simple invitation like, will you be my sweetheart to this dance in Braille?
Oh, that's adorable. That is the sweetest thing ever.
She was standing there as you ran by and just,
Okay, don't make me feel bad. He didn't do it on purpose. He had to save some hostages, okay? Goodness.
Alright. As we continue on from here, what do you guys all wish to do as it is almost time for the dances in a few days? You have a little bit of time.
I am going to the library to collect my books for that night when I don't go anywhere.
Alright. Additionally, you go, rent your books, and they're not in the library.
I'm going to the public library.
They are checked out.
I'm gonna just like pull out my phone. This is the first time anyone has ever seen him take out his phone other than to text someone. Go to a note and like scroll a little further down on the list of books. The list of books is revealed to not actually be a list of 15 books, but a 15-page page document fully made out of books he's been intending to read. He's gonna scroll down to the novels section and then go and try to find those instead.
So, while you're at the library searching for those books, you do notice, like, almost like a trail. Like, the books are missing, but at one of the sections, at the politics section, there's, like, a little note left there.
At this point,
Dude, she's
Ice is
playing
going
chess,
to Ice is going to sink into his heart. He's like, shoot, someone is messing with me right now, and I'm gonna go look at the note. Go and check the note.
It is the what is it called? Library system for the books.
What?
The system.
It's the index. They have it's a copy of the index.
No, when you're in
It's
that
just a-
library,
it's
you're
just a note
searching for
left
the
by
books,
the-
and it's like the barcode.
Yeah.
But it's like that system of like it's a number that leads you to where the section of the book is next. I can't remember what that code is called.
I'm going to just like he's going to like reach into his bag and like grab his magic book and just like have it ready because ready and like I'm going to just quickly cast detect supernatural like caution.
Dewey Decimal System.
All right,
It's the Dewey Decimal System. Is like it's the barcode of like where the book should be, or like a section of books.
I'm just going to just cast detect supernatural and go warily like I'm expecting to have to fight right now.
You cast Supernatural. Nothing in this library picks up at all.
That means nothing. That just means they don't use magic.
So you're like, they don't use magic here, and you follow it. It takes you from the political science section more to like the fantasy area.
I was planning on visiting this place later anyway.
You go there and it's like another book. It's like we'll say it's Michael Vey, right? Michael Vey book. The fourth one is where it says to go. Like okay,
Jade Dragon, okay.
You go to it. It's just you can tell there's an indent in the book, like something like a bookmark is in it, but like a lot thicker.
Just like still focusing on detect supernatural. Like I'm readying Bolt of Balthok if anything. I'm readying Shield of. You know what? Actually, I'm just gonna like try to cast the Shield of the Seraphim underneath my clothing.
All right, easy enough.
And then just like ready for explosion, and I'm gonna grab cautiously pull the book off and open it up.
You open the book up, and once again, there's a thicker note in there, with almost a toy, like a toy sun wrapped in the note. There's just once again Dewey Decimal System leading you away from fantasy towards more of the novels.
I'm so like stressed right now that if someone's not around watching me, I'm actively flying to go faster, like get there as quickly as possible.
Oh.
I'm making sure that no one's around, but like I'm just gliding an inch off of the ground.
All right. You follow towards it, and you go, and you notice that you are nearing the mystery section. This time, the system leads you to another empty slot. Like, where is it?
I'm going to stop and think. I'm going to be like, all right, someone is clearly trying to lead me on a chase. Odds are probably they're watching me, so I'm going to like go look at all the places that I've been and try and see if there's a place that can see all of those places at the same time.
Okay. You go back and retrace. As you do, you see, because you walk back into like the middle aisle, and you're like, Andreas, what are you doing here? Actually, I shouldn't be asking you that.
Who's that?
Damon.
What are you doing here, Damon? Why on earth are you in a library?
Funny.
This is where we keep books, right?
Yeah, no, I need books because I failed my tests. Like,
Okay.
all of
Some
them.
of them are missing right now, and I'm going to just show which book I'm currently holding.
Oh.
It's not
Oh, that's a fun one. I heard that was a really good book.
the book I'm holding right now is my spell book.
Why do you?
Yeah.
Why? What's going on?
I don't know. I'm panicking, but I'm going to start looking again and like try and see if there's someone, like if there's a place nearby. If there isn't, I'm going to note the security cameras and see if they're
It's like standard security cameras for a library.
so not great.
Not great, and it's like it's just typical book aisles. Imagine the first floor of the Provo Library towards like the what section is it? Not the kids, but the other side.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like you can
I go there a lot.
Yeah, it's very easy. Like you can see someone if they're in an aisle and you're not at the right angle, you couldn't. So if someone's watching you, it'd be very easy to tell.
All right, it's in the mystery section. Hey, Damon. Could you go to... I'm going to describe the exact place where he would find the book. And if there's something there, grab it and bring it. Like, act like you're grabbing a book below it, but like also sneak that one.
Okay. I mean, it's just a book, so...
Hopefully.
Cool.
Be ready to teleport if it explodes. Or freezes, or shocks us, or triggers an alarm, or summons any number of things.
Okay, I get it. You need to calm down. I'm just gonna walk and go to the mystery section. Just not even do what you said. Just grab the book and pull it off, and just. Oh. Hey, there's something in it. Shh. Quiet. Just. Sorry. There's something in it. Okay. Walks over towards you and just.
The whole point of that is to not draw attention.
I think you're a little paranoid, dude. It's just a book with a note in it.
Snatching the note, the book and the note, like look at the book's cover, see if it's relevant in any way.
Yep, it's very relevant. It's a mystery, but it has like a picture of the sun on it, similar to the little toy from the last note.
Sun. I'm gonna look at the note.
It is. The note has like the Dewey Decimal System again. Leads you upstairs this time, and it's just. Inside of the note has a like half of a heart in it, like a pendant.
I'm trying to think of every single possible like magic circle or mystic symbol that has something connection to a heart as I run upstairs trying to start trying to find the thing.
All right, you make it up there. You look around. You make it to the system, and you find the book. You're like, okay. There it is, right there.
I'm still maintaining concentration on the Shield of the Seraphim.
All right, you pull it, and where is your focus at this point?
I am watching for potential attack or like attackers, but also the book because I need to figure out what's going on now.
All right, you go, you focus, you pull the book out. It's like. And you look directly across from where you pulled the book. It's empty, and you see your study partner there. She's like, "Oh, you found it."
I look down at the book. What is it?
It's it's a Mayan romance novel.
The fear in Andres' heart is going to change oh good, I'm not gonna get murdered today.
As
and
Damon's like,
jump to
surprise,
something
buddy!
even higher.
Damon comes up from behind like, surprise, buddy!
I'm just gonna look like I'm just like utterly. Andres is speechless. Like
I hope there's something
process. I'm gonna look at the book and it's like suddenly like it's gonna click and Andres is gonna just like, oh, and then he's going to pass out.
She's just like. Alright, it's fine. This happens normally. Just. Do you have a water bottle with you? Yeah? Okay. He just needs it when he wakes up. Here, just go downstairs real quick and. Okay. Just don't go grab anyone. He's fine. I know how to do this. She, like, kind of goes downstairs, just. Drink. There's, like, a little bit left in it. Most of it was poured on you.
I had a really weird dream when I fell asleep here.
Well,
Someone
open the book
asked
and it
me
wasn't
to
a dream.
dance, I think.
Open the book.
I'm opening the book.
You see, it's just Andreas. Will you be my son to the sweethearts dance?
Andres is just gonna like start.
He's like, it's okay. Mark's also in the group. You're gonna be fine. You'll be with friends.
Damon, I don't know how to go on a date.
It's okay. Neither does she. It's her first.
This is where you just cut you just like. I just thought of something funny.
Just like, something funny just happened.
All right.
I don't even know what I was thinking about.
Andres is with a couple more near points of fainting. Andres is going to halfway excitedly, halfway panicked, except, and yeah.
All right. Now, a few days pass. You guys get ready. It turns out, all of you are in the group together. Megan, the girl who told you to come to her place, tricked you into going to the dance.
The tricked? We all knew what was happening except for him.
Yeah. She's like, my place, this weekend. She has a whole, like, suit ready for you.
No way.
You're also
Where did she
there.
get one of his size?
Oh, her house is huge.
Oh, okay.
She's loaded. Damon shows up with the girl that he was talking to at the party and dance.
Oh, I'm going to make Damon pay so much tonight.
He's just like, yeah, I was talking with her, and I know you guys don't get out much. You don't party, and I will show you a Greek party. So I set this thing up. We deserve a good night. All of us do.
Huh?
We're gonna have a great night at the Sweethearts dance. Oh yeah, no, Megan had to trick you into this.
Son of
What do you think would be the most embarrassing thing possible for Damon to do that? Damon is not able to hear this. I'm saying this loud enough for the
He's
mic.
very, like, after explaining it to you
So,
guys, he's back talking
Damon
to the
deserve-
other chick.
I owe a little bit to Damon. A little revenge. What do you think is the most embarrassing thing he could possibly
Meanwhile-
do at this dance?
humiliate him in front of his girl.
A storm begins to brew. Meanwhile, a storm begins to brew on this dance night. As you begin to get ready, there were plans of going to like a park and doing some outside stuff, but it begins to get very stormy, very cold. As it begins to have heavy thunderstorms coming in. It's like, oh, I guess there goes the plans for the park. But you can just come back here, chill, watch a movie. I don't know. Yeah, no, my parents, they have tons of food in the pantry. We can eat. We got games. We don't have to worry about afterwards. We're not gonna be able to dance for long, except for you two. As both of you.
Did Damon say that?
No, this is
Okay, good.
the girl that he's with. He's like, except for you two. You two are staying the whole time.
I'm gonna look at her wide-eyed, like deer in headlights.
Oh, Katie.
But internally, I'm like, yeah, fat chance.
I said your girl's name was Katie, correct?
Diana.
Diana, that's right. Diana also is like, both of you are very like, we don't want to stay there. We're fine studying and staying out of the crowd as much as possible.
Yep, that is exactly what is going to happen.
And so you're able to go to the dance. It's pretty nice, well set up. The music is very, very good now. They're playing the classic hits. We Are Young, Black Eyed Peas, Taylor Swift, everything at the dance.
At some point in time when Damon is not present, I'm going to cast Images of a Con and have him make an absolute fool of himself on the dance floor before he comes back.
All right, you make this illusion of Damon making a fool. Your date was Katie, correct?
Yes.
Megan, Katie, Diana. Got it. Diana. Perfect.
Appropriate because Diana is the goddess of the moon.
I don't trust this chick.
As you are having this dance, it's a very enjoyable night as it switches over to not Cupid Shuffle. That's the end of the dance. Over to a slow song, to where you're able to enjoy a little dance. We cut away from your beautiful little dance back to the rift, as it has begun to get larger and is now beginning to swelter, and the storm begins to be manipulated by it. As the thunder and the lightning becomes louder, the lightning changes from its natural color to a deeper red, almost. As the storm carries on, you're able to enjoy this nice little dance with each other. Anything you wish to do or say during this dance with your dates?
I actually, during this whole, now that I'm alone with this chick, I actually act like a gentleman.
Good for you.
Good for you.
He is a whole. This is a good character, Wesley. Well done. This one's fun.
I'm just like, honestly, I put on a facade around other people.
You don't say.
Actually, everyone, to be honest. But tonight, I think I'll drop the act. And I give it a little twirl and show you how a real man dances. And dance with her.
She's impressed by this little twirl here, and I knew it was a facade, but kind of like the tough guy.
Everyone usually does, but it doesn't work on the test scores.
I can fix that. If you let me.
I think you could replace Andreas.
Got some Riz over here.
You could definitely replace Andreas.
Andres isn't happy to be replaced.
Andreas is my side homework buddy.
Side piece there.
Mark is just doing everything that he possibly can to make Katie comfortable and like just trying to treat her right and like, you know.
She's very. I'm glad it went well. I'm having a lot of fun tonight.
So am I. It's been a lot of fun.
Do you think there might be future dates by chance?
I think that sounds pretty fun.
Yeah. Okay. You can like feel her heartbeat just speed up.
I
Like
forgot
already,
to do that.
it's like like she was very tense and like nervous about the dance and everything, but it's like got a lot faster, but in a good way.
Makes sense.
It sounds worse than a rabbit now. It's faster than
Like okay, I'd like that. Andreas,
You already know exactly how this is going.
you guys aren't really dancing. You're sitting.
We have no clue how to dance. This is both of our first dates, and we're both antisocial.
You guys have taken your way, hiding out of the crowd, and are on the bleachers, watching everyone else dance.
I have one thing I wish to add. When I conjured the images of Akan to create Damon and make him make a fool of himself, I caused that one to vanish when I do it. But I'm going to make 3 images.
Okay.
I'm also making an imitation of myself and Diana that is actually still present, so the friends don't get mad at us for leaving.
Okay. Interesting. All right, you make it, and everyone sees that image. You guys are sitting on the side, and just this is a lot better than being in there. I don't like big crowds of people. But I'm glad that you said yes. It's been kind of nice to spend some time with you besides studying.
Yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing, but this has been fun.
Neither do I. It's first time I had to have Damon help. He's a really good friend. Very energetic.
Very energetic. Why? I don't know how people do that.
I don't know either. It's just the thought of it's draining. As you continue conversation, the storm begins to get louder, and louder. You see the lightning kind of light up the class or the gym. I don't know. Maybe like that's an off color.
Yeah, that is not how that's supposed to be.
Alright, dance continues. You see everything's going smoothly as a louder than normal thunder hits. Shakes the whole school, the power goes out. And you feel almost like an earthquake just shake the entire gym. Everyone's screaming, just, what's going on? Ah!
My concentration breaks. Images of the con is completely gone.
Hold Megan close to me and be like, don't worry, I'll protect you. I'm just
She's
being confident.
holding on to you, just scared of what's going on.
I'm kind of pulling Katie off the dance floor at this point because I would be like, if people start stampeding, I don't want, this tiny little,
Yeah.
We are already outside and hiding, so
Alright.
I think we're fine.
what I consider to be tiny.
Yeah.
So,
She's your little shotties.
It's the earthquake hits for a bit. There's like
Alright.
dust kind of falls and rains down. Not a lot happens, and then you feel it most of just a shift of energy, and almost as instinct, your detect supernatural goes off, and you see a huge wave of it. Just
Like it's coming.
yeah, like it's coming and just sweeps through.
Brace yourself.
What do you mean? And just you feel it. You feel like the brunt force of it. You guys also feel like a huge shift in energy, and the power comes back on. The Everyone's just... DJ comes on. It's just a thunderstorm. Everything's fine. He goes like, everything's fine, guys. And turns on Cupid Shuffle to ease the minds.
My mind is not eased.
As you can all feel that something is off. Anything you'd like to do at this current moment?
I'm gonna look around. Does everything look structurally sound after that?
Yeah, everything's structurally sound. There's no damage to any of the building supports at all. You do notice that like the gym looks slightly different.
What do you mean by slightly different?
Like the hoops, there were not in there. Now there are basketball hoops in the gym.
What kind of gym has no basketball hoops, number one? Number two, that's really bad.
Yes. I'm gonna just kind of stay observant, but be like, well, milady, shall we continue our dance?
The DJ put on the right song.
I don't know what this song is, so you're gonna have to show me how to...
It's pretty simple. She kind of like takes your hand and leads you and just begins to do the Cupid shuffles. Like, you just do as the song says. That's it.
I don't know how to do my thing.
And you just kind of like, she goes down like shimmies. Like, you just gotta shimmy a little bit like this, you know? Down,
Do
do
I
your thing.
notice anything else that's off, that's weird? Like, with my special senses?
Your special senses, your tingles.
My
My
superpowers?
heightened senses?
You do notice that, like, there are a few things off in the gym. It does feel and look different than before. Like I said, there are basketball hoops in here. It almost feels quieter. Like you don't hear as busy of a street outside. Seems like it's quieted down a bit. And, like almost the decorations changed a bit after the whole shake.
Changed in what way?
Like they're in a different orientation, and it's still sweetheart themed. Before it's like, oh, pink and red and like hearts. This time it's more Paris themed.
I know what's going on, and I don't like it.
Has anything changed on Katie's? Like in like what she's wearing? Like
Nothing.
Nothing has changed.
Andres is going to...
I would continue.
I am looking at the art, like the supernatural auras around. How are they different?
They're different in the way that before you didn't notice it or it didn't register, but now it's registering that the girl that Damon is dancing with is registering with supernatural.
She was not previously. She was definitely not previously.
Mm-hmm.
Any other changes?
I guess the night just became magical, boys.
No other changes besides that. Before you see it, and then the magic kind of hides itself.
It's been simplified.
I'm going to note where it disappeared to for further investigation, and then I'm going to like look around my physical surroundings and also, well, actually first thing Diana and see if anything has changed there.
Everything else is normal. Just decorations. The gym has changed.
Does she seem like she's like put off by what I just said?
She's like, "What do you mean, race?"
Something... I'm sorry, something I thought something was happening. Something... The storm is throwing me off. I'm not used to lightning looking like that.
What do you mean? As lightning strikes and it's back to its normal color.
It's just not like that where I'm from, I guess. Like, I'm trying to steer like, he's going to like start acting as if nothing had happened. Just like, storms are very different down in Guatemala where I grew up. This lightning is not very common, actually. There's a lot of rain, but not other things.
Huh. Well, I guess... TJ did say this is the last dance, and maybe we can actually dance this time.
Yeah, I guess we can try it out. Try it again.
Okay. I watched a few videos before, so maybe.
Me too.
Okay, good. I'm not alone. You're both trying to like do your own little dance, trying to like slow dance. And it's okay. It's awkward, but you're both awkward in it, and it's fine. As we pan out from this lovely slow dance, you'll notice, or lack of notice, that cards are missing. Your Fisk and Spider-Man card, Iron Man card are gone. As we go to a bigger pan, as we now see two separate Earths.
Yep.
As there is another one, and you currently are somewhere different. And we'll pick up next time in Marvelous Origins of what happened with our lovely young Avengers.
No, I must know what happened.
No!
We'll pick up later. Thanks for watching with this little heartwarming and mystery episode. Dances and multiverse.
No!
See you guys later.
No!
Very first thing I'm going to do next session. Hey, Dave.